Hello, YouTube. So I have a I have another Captain America update for you guys, and that is, I shit you not. Believe me, I wish I was. More than anything, I wish I was shitting you, but I'm not. Um, Captain America: Brave New World is undergoing its fifth round of reshoots. Not its first, not its second, not even its third. Its fifth fucking round of reshoots. Oh my god. I you know, I I know I made um I know I made a video about this already, explaining, what a giant, disaster this has been, for Marvel and Disney. But this is but but this is just something that, that Marvel and Kevin Feige are just are so determined to keep milking and try, um they're so desperate for for money and and approval, that they're literally trying to, um it's like when you have a scab on your arm, um on your arm, if you you know if you keep, if you keep piddling with it and piddling with it, it's gonna make a mess. That's basically what this movie is. That's basically what this movie is, because the movie had, from what I understand, it had its third test screening, and it had its third test screening, and fans are still fucking hating it. And and this is obviously for several for several reasons. Number one, obviously, as I already stated, nobody nobody gives two shits about Anthony Mackie as Captain America. Nobody wants him as Captain America. No one wants to see him as Captain America. Everybody wants Chris Evans back as Captain America in the MCU, obviously, because he completely owned that role. um it this has just been such a shit show for Marvel. And from what I understand, the budget, according to a according to reports that I saw, the budget of this movie, obviously, because the numbers keep increasing, obviously, because they keep reshooting it. A few months ago, or some months ago, the movie's budget was 370, was it 300 and I think it was 350 million, I think, was the budget, and that was months ago. And now the budget, from what I understand, is somewhere close to like 450 million. And yeah, this is such a fucking mess. This is, um it's amazing, the day I it's like, it's just, they keep it's like, they keep they keep, they they keep messing with it and messing it. They keep, they keep messing with it and messing with it. And each time, obviously, expecting, different results. That's not how it works. If you keep piddling with something and piddling with something, you're going to make it worse. If you keep, for example, if your house is on fire, and if you throw gasoline on the fire, it's obviously, it's not going to make it better. It's going to make it worse. And that's, and that's what Marvel is doing by, by keep, by continuing, to reshoot, by continuing, um, these reshoots. And from what I understand, I don't know if I brought this up in my last video that I did or not, but there was an alleged plot leak on Reddit um, some time ago, and literally everybody in the comments was fucking hating on it. From what I understand, the movie, this upcoming Captain America movie is literally it's all political bullshit. It's basically um, people found the plot just very very weak and very very political. Um, and judging by some scenes in the trailers, for example, Anthony Mackie, or Sam Wilson meeting with you know Thunderbolt Ross, saying, "Hey, I want to make you, I want to make you, like an agent or whatever." That's all political bullshit right there. And it's and it's like that's not, that's everybody seems to be inserting political bullshit into um they're doing it, in comic books these days constantly. Like Marvel, like Marvel is doing it these days, and fans fucking hate it. So I, so why it's like, so why the fuck would you think that, that putting it into something, like, so why would you think that putting it into this movie, would be a good idea? That's not gonna, you're not gonna win anybody over by doing that. You're not gonna win back, the trust of the fans by doing that. And I and in each, everything, like I can't believe I can't believe how bad this movie. um I can't believe, well, actually no, I mean, part of me can believe, how bad this is getting, but at the same time, part of me can't believe it just because, the money that they're spending on this piece of shit is just, it's just incredible. I mean, they're gonna lose so much money on this movie. Nobody is excited for this movie. There's no, this isn't one of those, um this movie comes out February 14th, and um and usually, these are the types of movies that Marvel and Disney, hype up, right? And we've only gotten two trailers for this movie. And um um hold on one sec, guys, sorry. um yeah, no, this has been one giant shit show after another, and it just, and it keeps getting worse, and it keeps, um like literally, like just when you think, things can't get any worse, it continues to get worse. um and I, like I feel bad for Anthony Mackie. I mean, this is obviously, not what he signed up for. um and this is, this is obviously not what he signed up for. Um, but at the same time, it's like, nobody wants, nobody, when you have, and, I think I've said this before, you made the audience, fall in love with Chris Evans, Captain America for 10 years. And now you're trying to make us, and now you're trying to, um, and now you're trying, to get, the audience to accept and care about, another, Captain America. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't, nobody cares about, um, nobody cares, you can't, um, it's like when when you've loved, a character, for so long, and you kill them off, and you try to get, and and you have somebody else, pick up the mantle. It's like, it's not, it's like, it's not the same. Like they're painting, um like Marvel, like Marvel is trying to paint this uh oh, like Captain America could be anybody and blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, no, you know you know you know you don't have what made, Anthony Mackie doesn't have what made Steve Rogers Captain America. You know, um, um, yeah. I mean, this is, and and I've already talked about, I've obviously already talked about, um, like the, I've already talked about, like what people have been saying about this and blah blah blah, and yeah, it's just, this is gonna bomb. This is gonna bomb hard. This is gonna, this is gonna cost them dearly. This is gonna cost, Marvel and Disney dearly, because as much money as, Deadpool and Wolverine made, um, it's not gonna make up for, um, it's not going to make up for, for all the damage that Marvel is doing and will continue to do, after, and will continue to do. Um, it, it's just, it's so inconsistent these days. Like you had Deadpool and Wolverine, which, which was obviously, which was obviously, which is obviously, which obviously made, tons and tons of money, and obviously, um, and obviously was only, was only, as much of a hit, as much of a hit as it was, obviously because you had, two beloved actors, especially one, especially an actor who said, that he would be done after, um, especially one actor who said, that he was done with Wolverine after Logan. Um, and it's, yeah, this is just, and and from what I understand, um, from what I understand, um, something that I heard recently is, the reason why Marvel stuck, um, the Hulk in there, Red Hulk, and from what I understand, the leader is going to be the main villain in this movie, was that they were trying to get, they wanted to get Mark Ruffalo to return, um, as the Hulk for, for this movie, but obviously because Universal still owns the rights to the Hulk, um, Marvel wasn't able to do that. So it's like, so instead of that, it's so instead of that, I think they could have been like, well, gee, maybe we shouldn't bring these characters in then, because we can't bring in, Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. I mean, you have Sam Wilson going up against, Red Hulk in a movie that's literally called Captain America. I mean, who, who I mean, I mean, who comes up with this shit? And I mean, I know who comes up with this shit, morons, but I mean, still, I mean, damn. I mean, it's just, yeah, no, this movie can kiss my ass. This movie is just, this movie's going to be such a shit show when it comes out. And honestly, when it comes out and when it bombs, I'm going to be laughing my ass off because, um, because this is every bit, this is the kind of stuff that, this is the kind of stuff that I complained about. Um, this is right up there with, all the other stuff that I complained about in my first, video that I did of, the rise and fall of Marvel. Um, and just, yeah, and it's just, it's Marvel's, desperation and, to make a movie of, uh, it's Marvel's, desperation and creative bankruptcy to do something with Captain America, because they know how much people loved, Chris Evans as Captain America. Um, and it's just, yeah, no, this is bullshit. I mean, this is just, I honestly, I can't wait for this movie. I can't wait for this movie to come out and to bomb, because there's no doubt in my mind that it's going to. And I know a lot of people, I know a lot of people online, feel the same way. Um, but yeah, no, this is going to be such a disaster. Um, but yeah, let me know, what you guys think. Let me know, um, let me know what you guys think or whatever. And like, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. All right, peace.